All right, so I got interrupted in the last video. I had a little call with my ex. We're building an app together because that's kind of what we like doing. We kind of got together by building something together, and we're still building things together. So it's fun. Uh, but I wanted to resume what I was talking about regarding just anxiety and the ways in which anxiety moves through the body and like I guess my own relationship with anxiety because uh, I mentioned this in the description of the last video, but I kind of had this experience where it felt like my body was basically kind of numb to anxiety. Uh, and then over the years, I've had more experiences of my body actually like kind of noticing like, oh, it was always baseline anxious. Like there was always some baseline kind of tension in the system. Uh, and as I kind of got to understand that more and got to like tune into that more, I had more moments of like, uh, I guess like what happened first is that I actually had the moment of like relaxation, like a moment of just like feeling really present and attuned to the people around me and the space and my body, and like not like I need to like constantly hold something. Uh, and so, in kind of like relaxing that like constant clench, uh, there was, yeah, a lot of relief and a lot of just being like, wait a second, what's been going on all this other time? Like, what has this other feeling been in my nervous system? Uh, and the kind of conclusion that I've come to is like, oh yeah, that was anxiety. Uh, and I didn't used to think that I got anxious because my baseline anxiety was already, so high that like most things wouldn't push me into any noticeable difference from the baseline. Uh, and I just found that kind of like a little sad, but like also kind of funny. Just being like, whoa, like like that's a lot of anxiety. Uh, and also like it's kind of nice not to feel all that. Uh, and like, wait a second, like, is this what other people are feeling most of the time? Like, does that explain the difference in behavior? Like, I mean, like, it doesn't, like, you know, like, I'm still autistic. Like, I'm still, uh, there's still a big delta there, I think. Uh, but it gave me, like, this clearer understanding of, like, how I was situated in the world and why, like, this baseline, like, you might be able to see in my hands, like, there's, like, a little bit of, like, a neurogenic tremor, I think it's called, or, like, a physiologic tremor. Uh, and this is basically like, as far as I understand it, like the baseline allostatic load in the system. Uh, and everybody has a tremor, but uh, whether or not it's noticeable is one of those things that is definitely like not everybody's is noticeable. Uh, and so mine has been getting more noticeable over time as I've become less frozen. It feels like basically like all this fight flight energy seems to be like coming up to the surface to be like felt and metabolized, and it's definitely like kind of restless and kind of even more anxiety feeling and kind of stressful and kind of overwhelming at times as I've gotten more practice with like just feeling my feelings and sitting with whatever intensity is flowing through my system. Like it could be a really nice feeling, it could be a really uncomfortable feeling, uh, but whatever the feeling is, just learning to like sit with it and be like, this too shall pass. uh, that's kind of helped me develop this capacity of, I guess, like not feeling as overwhelmed uh, the sensations moving through my system. Uh, hmm. So yeah, this is a thing I do a lot more now. Tune in, like slow down, kind of recalibrate, see what the system wants, not override as much stuff with my mind. And it's been getting me thinking about anxiety because I'll have lots of thoughts that pop up in my head, and they're just like, you know, this is important, this is important, and you should really think about this right now. Like, uh, you know, they're common thoughts. They're thoughts about money and relationships and what I'm doing with my life and you know uh, like yeah, just like kind of like happiness, like what uh, how do I like to spend my time? Like, do I feel fulfilled? Uh, like, why am I not doing all the things that I love to be doing? What's holding me back from them? And trying not to shame myself about this stuff because I feel like that's unproductive as well. But trying to be honest, like trying to like look starkly in the mirror and be like, like making a YouTube video. I feel like I used to have a lot of kind of resistance to making a YouTube video, and now here I am just sitting on the floor with like boxes in the background, and I'm just like, let's just make a YouTube video. Let's see how it goes. Like I made another one this morning, or two more today, uh, and yeah, I'm just like being like, okay, let me just try it. Like, why be anxious about it, or like why let the anxiety kind of take over? Uh, and yeah, it's this interesting like calibration process that I can see myself doing right now. Like I can see my nervous system doing because it's like testing everything for safety. Like there's so much that my mind can like come up with ways to worry about. Like it's really it's so much. uh, and I didn't even know this about myself until all the sensations started flooding my body, because like I was more numb to it before. I didn't feel it as much before, and now it's just like it's unavoidable. It's just always there. It's just whoa. Like uh yeah. Yeah. So I'm learning to like navigate that. Navigate this like this sea of deep feeling and like anxiety and like just being like, is this okay? Is this safe? Am I safe right now? Like, how does my nervous system feel? Like, if it's a little shaky, like, is that okay? Can I survive that? Can I weather that? Or like, do I need to do something? Do I need to go drink some water? Do I need to pee? Like, what's going on? And basically, like all those interoceptive signals were also kind of muted as I was, more numb before and like more stuck in the anxiety loops. Uh, so yeah, I guess I'm just thinking about it a lot more. Like, what is the value of anxiety? Because I've like lived so much of life with anxiety being this like mm, a large factor. Like, even though I wasn't aware of it, it was like kind of very much like a significant presence in my nervous system. And now that I'm starting to get some space from anxiety and be like, who is Chris? You know, when he's not by anxiety, uh, and it's like, oh, okay, like I'm more like this, uh, and it's interesting to get to meet this person, and also to get to like witness the anxiety part from a bit more of a distance and be like, what is your value? Like, why do I like you? Why do I want you around? And I've been like really like needling it. Like this is kind of my thing. This is the thing I'm into, is just like really like staring at something and being like, why are you like that? Like, what's going on? uh, and for me, I've been like coming to this realization that the anxiety is like this really helpful feedback about the world. It's kind of like this, like, like I push against the world and the world pushes back against me. uh, it's like this, like something's going on. It might be me, it might actually not be me. Like, this is what I've been learning. Like, a lot of times it's not me. Like, I'm actually fine, my body is fine, but my body is registering signals from the environment, from the other people around me, from the spaces that I'm inhabiting. Uh, and I was just so used to just absorbing all of that, just like taking it all in and being like, that's just mine. Like, I just feel that way now. That's just mine. That I forgot, or I never learned, or I didn't realize that, like, oh, that's just there. That's just there. That's just a feeling that's there. And like, it's like walking through the wind. you know the wind is just there. You feel it on your skin, but you know it's not necessarily you. Like, you don't have to carry it with you. And I think that was the thing, is I just like carrying all this stuff with me. I'm just like the wind. I've got the wind in front of me. And instead of just being like, oh, like I can just do this and like put a jacket on. uh, and be like, not today, wind. Like, I'm not really feeling you right now. I'm gonna take it easy, take it quiet, go into nature, be alone, be with some people who really nourish me, and like my nervous system is like really coherent with. Uh, yeah. And so I've been like, okay, what's the value of anxiety? And I'm like, oh, okay, like, you're giving me this feedback. You are this feedback. It's like static in the signal. It's just like, when I'm feeling this anxiety, there's some like little bit of like static in the signal. And like, I'm moving through it. I'm being with it. I'm hanging out with it. I'm noticing it. I'm being like, ugh. Mm. Oh, literally just felt like a knot of static, like, crack in the back of my neck. Just naming it out loud, just being like, oh yeah, there's a little thing in the signal. And like, just making space for it to be there. It's like, oh, you can be there. It's okay. Welcome. We can hang out. We can be curious about what you are. Hmm. And yeah, just being with it to like let it reveal itself. Be like, oh, okay, this is just like some unsettledness. It's like my system wanting to meet the field, wanting to communicate, and like there being trigger potentially on both sides, where it's just like my system can't quite meet the field, and the field can't quite meet me, and we're like doing our very best to be like, where are we? Trying to meet, really want to meet. Hmm. uh yeah, it's a fun dance. uh, and yeah, it's interesting as I get more intimate with this part of myself, with this like kind of anxiety part, because it used to be this thing that's like looking at it felt really staticky. It was like and so it'd just be like, start looking at it, start looking at it. People talk about a trigger, and like I feel like anxiety was this thing that was like both like baseline, but also like it was just so there that I couldn't look at it. It was like invisible. It was like it was right in front of my face, but I couldn't see it. uh, and then once I started to be able to get some space from it and see it, be like, oh no, like what are you? Like you're gross. Like I'm not into you. No, thank you. Ooh, uh, uncomfortable. I would like to rest now, please. Uh, and then like over time, developing more of a relationship and being like, oh, you serve a purpose, don't you? You're here for a reason. There's information here. Oh, it's actually kind of useful information. Kind of it's reality. It's truth. It's like it's feedback from the system. The system is like cohering itself in real time, and my nervous system is just getting the signal. Uh, and so, yeah, I think just like learning to really kind of disidentify with it a bit. So it's not like my anxiety or your anxiety or like, you know, like some sort of thing that I'm like carrying on my back that I'm like, oh no, this anxiety. It's just like, there's anxiety here in the field. Like I'm feeling it. You might be feeling it too. More than likely, like when I'm feeling something and I ask my friends about it, they're also feeling it too. So it's like, okay, clearly this is like a experience that transcends, you know, language, uh, and we're able to kind of feel into it, and uh, that is really helpful. It's like we've got these nervous systems that have developed over millions of years to be good at communicating without words. Like really good. Like really, really good. And then we kind of like we're like like words. We're just do words now. We're doing words as a group. As a group, we decided that words are where it's at. And yeah, I feel like for me, like that's such a key component of anxiety is like this kind of disconnection of like words from everything else. And my mind is just like running in words. It's just like words, 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 words. I got so many thoughts and so many words, and they're all important. And then the rest of my body is like, I gotta pee. That's isn't that important? I think that's pretty important too. And it's like true, both true. And like, how do we hold space for that whole rich, complex web of all of that stuff being true, and then also just being like, yeah, like as humans, like I feel like I'm speaking words right now, and I'm speaking words because, that's what you do. That's what one does on a video on YouTube, and generally in communication. But I feel like I'm doing this way more than I'm doing this, and uh, that to me has been like this big unlock in my nervous system. Because before, my nervous system used to be much more like this, and I'd just be talking, and it would be more stiff, and it would be more braced and more held because I didn't feel safe in my own body. In my own body. Damn. Ooh. I didn't feel safe in my own body. Hmm. Yeah. I'm curious. How does that resonate with other people? Like, comment if that resonates with you, because I'm just like, feel like a lot of people probably feel this way. Just a hunch. But I don't think I'm the only one. And I feel like it's helpful to talk about it. Like, it feels quite good right now to be getting this out. And even though I don't know what kind of audience this video will have, I only just started making videos today. It feels nice to just like move through that energy and like play with it in my own nervous system and be like, this is nice. So thank you for listening. Thank you for humoring me, sharing your attention with me. It's nice to share myself with you. And yeah, please comment if you have any like feeling of resonance with any of this. I'm really curious to kind of hear how this resonates with other people, and if you kind of see some value in anxiety. Like, if you can be like, it's kind of cool. Like, I kind of like hanging out with anxiety. You know, not all of the time. I'm not gonna do like 24/7 anxiety, but like some of the time, like this useful information. Like, I'm learning something here, just like sitting here in this like, yeah.